We all want the perfect work-life balance. We want to be able to have the job that we love and also have time for family and ministry. Can seeking an alternative work schedule give us better work-life balance? We want to look at the history of workers who used to have to work 60 hours plus a week. We're also going to look at the alternatives work schedules available in today's work market. And we're going to look at the benefits that those alternative schedules have, and also the possible downsides of those new work schedules. So first, let's talk about the history. Ellen Terrell published in 2023 in Business Librarian. In 1866, the National Labor Union had called for the first 8-hour work week. What that consists of is 8 hours of work, 8 hours of rest, and 8 hours to do anything that you wanted. Where it had been previously culturally normal for people to work 60 plus hours. After this national call, we were given the typical 9 to 5, 5-day a week work week. Now that we've looked at the history, let's look at the alternatives that we have available for us. We have what we call the 980. One week you work 4 days a week, and the next week you work 5 days a week. It is a common work schedule for civil service employees on military bases. This is called a flex flat Friday schedule. Even the local schools will give the students extra time off on Fridays for these schedules. One of the benefits of this schedule that I know a lot of people enjoy is the take 3, get 9. What that is if Monday of the flex week happens to be a national holiday, they can take 3 vacation days and they end up with a total of 9 days off. Wouldn't that be amazing? Now let's take a look at the 4 10s. That's 4 days working 10 hours each day. It can be broken down in many different ways: Monday off, Friday off, or maybe a midweek day off. But one of the cool things about it is that they can also have a rotating Monday, Friday off, where one week you have only a 2-day weekend, but the next week you have a 4-day weekend instead of every weekend a 3-day weekend, which is a benefit also. And our next schedule, we call it the 180-100 model. That's 4 days a week at 8 hours a day. Now, with that model, what that means is that you just work 4 days, 8 hours, but you complete 100% of your workload in 80% less of the time, but you are promised 100% of your pay. So this is a wonderful benefit also. So now let's look at some of the benefits of these schedules. Jonathan West, in his 2010 article, Implementing the 4-Day Workweek, is quoted to say more than 3/4 of the employees reported they were more productive in their jobs as the result of the 410 schedule. West stated El Paso, Texas, the entire city, experimented in 2009 for 3 months with this alternative schedule. The head of HR reported that the city saved $160,000 in that time period, and sick leave was down 3%. Creating potential cost savings for both employees and employers, increased opportunity for enhanced employee work-life balance, increased employee morale, and also recruitment and retention possibilities. Douglas Bloom is quoted to say in the 4-day workweek trial of Spain leads to healthier workers and less pollution in 2023. More than 9 out of 10 employees took part in this global trial, and they wanted to continue the 4-day workweek. Measured employees, they measured stress, burnout, fatigue, work-family conflict, all declined. Juliet Secor, in Moving Forward in 2022, is quoted to say, employees tend to use their 3rd day off for doctor's appointments, other personal errands that they would normally try to cram in to the typical work week. Employers reported that they devoted extra time to their hobbies, leisure activity, housework, even personal grooming, and all which contributed to a more mental health and a greater life satisfaction. Some possible downsides, though. Jeff Brittle, in his 2023 article, Ready for the 4-Day Work Week, points out that in the US, full-time 4-day-a-week employees earned 1% less than their counterparts working 5 days a week. West notes that there's also potential scheduling difficulties and possible childcare difficulties. Brittle found that employers were willing to offer the 4-day work week balance for workers, and they were also willing to give up a little bit of their pay for consecutive days off. In conclusion, we've looked at the history, we've looked at the different condensed schedules and the benefit and the possible downsides. Final thought here, work smarter, not harder, has been the mantra of management consultants for decades. But what if we simply worked less? There's mounting evidence that ditching the conventional work week benefits both employers and employees alike. What would you do with your extra day off?